Welcome back to Wise Men Company, everyone. Ben here again, and I got a good one for you today. The Sig Sauer MCX Virtus, the 11.5-inch pistol. A lot of great reviews on YouTube about this gun, but that's not what I'm gonna do. I am gonna give you a little more bang for your buck, and I'm gonna give you a comparison video. So, the Sig Sauer MCX Virtus versus a premium 11.5-inch barreled AR15, and I have my AR15 right here. This is a ballistic advantage build. This is a pretty premium build right here, and we're gonna compare these two with one another. I haven't seen a comparison video with the Sig MCX Virtus. I've seen a lot of great standalone videos, reviews on it. True Exodus, Garantha, Military Arms Channel, I think Black Iron Gunner has one out, but no versus, so that makes me the most cleverest person on YouTube. All right, so why do I want to do a versus? Well, the Sig MCX comes with a pretty stiff price tag. It's $1,900, around that. And what are we really getting for $1,900? There's a lot of great ARs out there that you probably pay a little less than that and might do the same things. So I wanted to compare a really good AR against this Sig to see how they stack up, which one might be better for you. The Sig Sauer MCX uses a piston system, so different gas system, different operating system. A lot of the same parts and pieces, but not totally compatible. The AR15, America's rifle, everyone knows and loves it. You can buy them by the truckload now. So let's take a look. Let's compare, see what we got going on. All right, a little fun fact for you. Back in the day, I reviewed one of the first MCXs that ever came out. This was like 4 or 5 years ago. Sig sent it to me. It was for another channel. It was for another company I did the review for. And I couldn't even post the review because it was so terrible. Couldn't get it to group for the life of me. I used all sorts of ammo in it, and I was getting groups bigger than a dinner plate at 100 yards. All sorts of ammo. Reliability was kind of spotty. Again, I didn't even complete the review, sent it back, couldn't even do it because I'm not just going to trash something to trash it. But I wasn't going to give it any press because it was a steaming pile of hot garbage. So sent it back, and come to find out, a lot of the early MCXs with those skinny pencil barrels weren't grouping well. A little bit of a side note on top of the fun fact, we're going down a little bit of a rabbit trail, but pencil barrels, probably not the best way to save weight when the two most important parts of the rifle are the bolt carrier group and the barrel. Chopping weight out of there, not the best idea. I would rather have a heavier barrel, a little bit heavier of a barrel, and maintain accuracy over a longer rate of fire. Just a thought, if you're trying to save weight on an AR-15, pencil barrels, maybe not the best place to save weight. So anyway, I'm excited to try this Virtus. I'm excited to do a comparison with it. I shot this a lot. It is a fun gun to shoot. I kind of have a unique setup here. And I have a Manticore Arms brace on the back here. SB Tactical makes the actual brace, but Manticore Arms makes the device. It has 2 positions. And with the Sig MCX, it has Picatinny rail on the back here, so you can mount a variety of stocks or braces, whatever you're into. And I went with this because I don't need that good of a cheek weld on this. I'm using the riser from Unity Tactical. This added a little bit more weight to the rear of the gun. We'll get into weight in a little bit, but it just kind of balanced the gun out, so that's why I went with it. This is Sig's grip on here, Sig's charging handle. As we move front, I have a 0 Bravo reversible hand stop, and then I have a Surefire MV322, I think it is. If that's wrong, I'll correct it in the video. And then, of course, I have a Lunar Concepts multicam baseline 2-point sling on here. We sell these on our website. So if you need a sling, we have the baseline and we have the contour and we have SBA3 split fixes. Those are all from Lunar Concepts. You can buy them right on our website, wisemancompany.com. So that's the general layout of this MCX. The 11.5-inch Ballistic Advantage build you guys have seen before. You've seen it in the Unity Tactical fast videos. This is a tried and true AR pistol for me. Great gun. Ballistic Advantage makes great products. They have a sub-MOA guarantee with match grade ammo. This barrel will do that. It'll even group really good with surplus ammo. And everything you see here, price-wise, is about $1,600 to $1,700 out the door. You probably could make it a little bit cheaper if you buy around sales or on the used market, but generally speaking, this build right here, you could get for $1,600 to $1,700. So $200 less than the Sig MCX Virtus. Quick rundown of this rifle, SBA3 on the back, LOL folder, so I can get that compactness just like the MCX. I got the Unity Tactical Fast system here, Aimpoint T2 with their 3x magnifier, BCM grip, velocity trigger. This trigger is definitely an upgrade over the MCX Virtus stock trigger. And with that being said, the Virtus trigger is actually really, really good. It's kind of two-stagey, but it's pretty good for a stock trigger coming right out of the box. As we move forward, Geisley rail, Surefire, Scout Light. This is the dual fuel version. And then I have the Unity Tactical front sight on here. This is the Unity Tactical micro hub holding this all together. And underneath I have the Valhalla Tactical hand stop. So again, premium AR15 build. This one isn't cheap. It's reliable. It's great. Shoots lights out. Great, great, great AR15. This is easily the best AR15 and probably the most money I have wrapped up into an AR15, so it made sense to compare it to the Sig MCX Virtus. All right, so now you got kind of an idea on bits and pieces and cost. Let's talk about weight and profile. Starting with the MCX, you're looking at 8.5 pounds as you see it right here. No mag in it, as you see it right here. 8.5 pounds. That's weighty. It's heavy. It's girthy. She's girthy, but that really helps in making this a soft shooting gun. Really, really soft. I mean, this gun, I thought I was having malfunctions sometimes because I wasn't feeling the bolt lock to the rear or something felt funny. No, it was just motoring along and shooting as flat as a calm lake. Kind of weird in the beginning, but once I got used to shooting it, I just knew that was the standard procedure. It's soft shooting and it's a little heavy. So if you're thinking about getting an MCX Virtus and you're tacking a lot of equipment onto it, the weight is going to jump up very, very, very quickly. As you can see, I have it pretty basic. Optic LCO on here on the Unity Tactical riser. Small light up front. No big grips. The Manicore arms brace back here does add a little bit more weight than probably an SBA3 with an AR15 buffer tube. But, I mean, it's pretty scant. It's a pretty slim rifle as far as accessories go. That's just what you're going to get. It's a piston system. Piston systems usually are going to increase the weight of any gun, and you can definitely tell with the Virtus. All right, over to the premium AR15 build. This gun right here, as you see it right here, weighs 8.2 pounds, and it has a ton more stuff on it than that Virtus does. The LOL folder adds a substantial amount of weight, but obviously it's going to make the gun a little bit more compact, but it does add a good bit of weight. I have a magnifier on here. I have a larger light, front sight post. Even if you want to get into the nitty gritty, the sling's a little bit beefier. This is the contour sling, so it's a padded sling instead of that streamlined baseline sling. It's still a couple ounces lighter than that MCX. I could get this gun, you know, in the low 7 pounds if I really, really wanted to, without sacrificing barrel weight or taking a lot of meat out of the receiver. So it's still going to be as compact when it's folded When it's folded up as that MCX, I'll roll in a picture here, and you're gonna save a little bit of weight even if you wanna add more stuff onto the gun. So I hope that gives you kind of an idea of just how weighty the Virtus is. It's a chunky gun, but you're gonna get a soft shooting gun. Not that this isn't soft shooting, but you can feel this premium build, you can feel move around a little bit more under faster rate of fire. Modularity and aftermarket support. Both these guns use M-LOK, so you can attach anything you want to them. Full Picatinny rails on top, nothing to really talk about there. If you want to mount something to these guns, you pretty much can. But as far as the operating systems go, MCX proprietary piston system, AR15, which has basically all of the aftermarket support you could ever dream of, and modularity you could ever dream of. I mean, it's adult Legos, like everyone says the AR15 is. The MCX does have a good bit of aftermarket support, but it's usually expensive and you got to do a little bit of shopping to find it. I mean, if you want something specific for it, front rails, different grips, they do a variety of braces and stocks, like I said. You're going to pay for it and you got to find it. Unlike the AR15, you can find it basically in parts for it in any convenience store. Parts that are compatible across both platforms, your fire controls are compatible, and that's about it. I'll roll in a picture of that piston system right now so you can kind of see it and get an idea of how the operating system works a little bit. We're not going to jump into the nitty-gritty of the operating system of the piston system. Google it. There's a ton of videos on piston versus DI guns out there. If you have any questions about that, look it up. I might even have a video on it, for crying out loud. Everyone's going to ask about reliability, and I got really nothing to report. I had one malfunction with the Sig Virtus, but I have no clue what happened. It was a fluke thing, and it never happened again, so it could have been ammo related or mag related. I really don't know what happened there. It kind of failed to pick up a round. If I had to guess, I was shooting and moving, so I couldn't really tell. But that was the only thing that happened. That's the only thing really to report there. So reliability between both these guns, great. Ran a variety of mags in both of them, variety of ammo, steel case, brass case, all that's good stuff. And reliability was good. Piston systems, known for being pretty reliable because they're putting all that gas and dirt and junk into a different area besides the bolt carrier group. But with that said, with a good AR-15, a DI gun, I've never really had issues. So reliability, everyone's going to ask, nothing to report. Both ran great. So we covered a lot of topics there. And you guys are going to want to know which one I pick. And I'm going to go with the premium build AR-15. I just have to. There's just too much aftermarket support for it. They're too easy to build. They're inexpensive to build. This obviously was a premium one, but if you wanted to save a few bucks and, you know, shop around and maybe not be as premium, you could do that and have a really good AR-15. So what good is the Sig MCX Virtus? Well, it's not bad. I don't think it's bad at all. I think it's a great gun, honestly. I love shooting it. It's soft. It was something new and different. For those of you out there that are just getting into an AR-15 or AK or something like that and you don't know what to get, I wouldn't start out with the Sig MCX Virtus. I think it's a little costly, and that's kind of Sig for you. They usually have a high price on their firearms. So I wouldn't start out with the Sig MCX Virtus, but maybe if you have a half a dozen to a dozen AR-15s already and you want something new, I would highly recommend the Virtus. I think it's a cool gun. I probably wouldn't go with the longer 16-inch version just because it's more weight. I like compact guns. I think the 11.5-inch barrel was good, and the barrels on these new ones seem to be pretty accurate. Way better than the first gen that I tried out and I told you about at the beginning of this video. Accuracy on this MCX was great. I stretched it out to $150, $175, and I ran it hard and fast. And if I did my part, it was hitting the target. So I think they're great guns. The price is really high. If you can find one on the used market, which that's what I did, I bought that one myself. It wasn't sent to me by Sig. I would try to find a used one. you know, most people out there probably aren't going to shoot their guns hard enough to where they're going to fall apart if you're buying it off the used market. And again, I don't think you could shoot this MCX hard enough to where bits and pieces are going to fall off of it. It seemed very well built, very reliable. I'm happy I bought it. Don't regret buying it. But I got to give the win to the premium AR15 build. I just got it. It's tried and true right now. The platform is white hot, modularity, blah, blah, blah. It's great. And you can do everything with a good AR that you can do with this MCX. I just think if you want something new, unique, try the MCX out. Again, it's a great gun. All right, guys, hope you like this video. I probably will piggyback off this. I want to run the MCX suppressed and do a couple other changes to it. So you'll probably see a follow-up video to this. There's more to come, more information to come out on this platform. I want to shoot it a whole lot more. Let me know down in the comments which gun you guys would pick. If you have an MCX, let me know and let me know your thoughts. Talked to a lot of Virtus owners, and they really have a lot of good things to say about the platform. So let me know down in the comments. I want to talk with you guys. I want to hear your thoughts and opinions. If you want a sling or a split fix or some new EDC gear, go over to wisemancompany.com. A lot of great gear over there that you guys can pick up, and it's gonna help you out. It's gonna be worth your money, and it supports us directly. We appreciate all that support. It keeps these videos coming out, and it keeps the lights on in this room, which I need to pay my electric bill. Just remember that. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Ben Brown here. We'll see you on the next video. Subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. Thanks for watching. See you later.